Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your love reading. Let's jump right into this pre-shuffle, which opens in quite a promising place for a love reading with the Four of Wands, right? This is one of the soulmate cards, the twin flame card, right? 1111, right? One of the marriage cards as well. You can see a couple here that seem to be celebrating, right? So for a lot of you, I think something to do with that energy of long-term commitment or marriage is here. I'm picking up on that quite strongly, right? Even though we're just at the surface of the energy, right? Yeah, here we have the Page of Pentacles. So some of you maybe have been waiting for an engagement. Maybe you're thinking of proposing. Maybe you think someone's going to propose to you. That energy is definitely here, right? It's because this Four of Wands. It's the beginning of the road to the Ten of Pentacles, right? It's where people start a new life and they build something long lasting, something generational together, right? Feeling that energy very strongly. It's weird, like the earth sign readings have been so different from the other readings I've done. This is the first time where that energy of proposal or engagement has come through, Capricorn. Seven of Pentacles, though. So some of you maybe have been waiting on this for quite some time, right? And you're wondering if it's going to come in, right? You're wondering if it's going to come in. Let's see what's under here. Yeah, you want things to move forward. I think things are moving forward, right? This is an energy of determination here, right? Energy of determination. It's tied to heartbreak though. So I think what this is saying is that if some of you don't get this, you're gonna head off somewhere else to where you can find it. Yeah, the resolution here. I was hoping the Chariot. It didn't come through that way. I didn't feel it as it resolving the Seven of Pentacles, right? And this Three of Swords doesn't surprise me. So for some of you, right? For some of you, you might have to wait a bit longer, and it will hurt. You know what you want though, right? And if you don't get it here, you will head someplace else where you can find it, right? Yeah. You want this Ace of Cups to be solidified into something more than whatever it is in your life right now, right? You want this Four of Wands energy, right? Yeah, something here is off balance. Yeah, this Seven of Pentacles is out of place. This waiting shouldn't be here. This Three of Swords shouldn't be here. Right? We're right at the surface of the energy. So as I go deeper, hopefully more will come out, right? Yeah. Something here needs to be balanced with temperance. Let me see. High Priestess is hiding something. Yeah, there are 10 swords here. There are 10 swords here. The High Priestess is hiding something. Yeah, I think for some of you, this Seven of Pentacles is gonna become too much, right? It's gonna become too much. It's gonna turn into a Ten of Swords. And you're gonna put your sword up here as the Queen of Swords and set like a clear boundary, right? You're gonna set a clear boundary. Like right on the surface though, I do see this happening for a few people here, right? I do see this proposal coming in, but it's a smaller group, right? For most of you, I think the waiting will continue, right? The waiting will continue because, like I said, the energy of that marriage it's here, right? It's here. So I think it means that some people will get that and other people want it very badly and are waiting on it to come in. Deeper into the energy, like, not as firm as what's here. Some of you are going to have to end this because you're not going to get what you want in the time frame that you want it in, right? You're tired of the dilly-dallying, right? Some of you are going to put your foot down, right? You're tired of the dilly-dallying. You want that Four of Wands and you want to start heading towards that Ten of Pentacles, and someone's not cooperating, right? Or let me not say that, someone's not on the same page maybe, right? So maybe that's what some of you are going to find out as you try to start this new phase of your life. There's going to be not so much an energy of resistance, but just a lack of participation in a way with that Seven of Pentacles. It can be a very detached kind of energy. Yeah, that's what I'm getting off of it. Somebody likes the status quo, but they don't realize that that Seven of Pentacles is a part of harvest, right? And if you don't reap in the right time, right, the crops are going to spoil, right? You realize that. So, you know, the chips are going to have to fall where they fall, right? So let's see. What's here? Let me shuffle just a bit more. I like to shuffle and take another look at the bottom of the deck, right? It gets me deeper into the energy and it helps, I find it helps me get clearer messages, right? So I'm going to take another look at the bottom of the deck before I cut the deck. Then I'm going to pull the reading, right? Let's see. Ooh, there's that, yeah. There's that Seven of Pentacles. There's that Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Someone's going to get sick of waiting and just take off and start a new life. The Fool here. Yeah, this Seven of Pentacles is going to start feeling like a lot of baggage that somebody's going to drop. And they're going to head off on a new adventure to find that love that they want. Someone that can reciprocate fully, right? Like I said, there is a narrow band of energy where it is coming through that for some of you, that Fool, it does mean that leap of faith of starting a new life with someone, right? For some of you, that it means, the Fool means the waiting ends, right? For some of you, for most of you, it's going to mean, like heading off on your own. For others of you, it's starting that new cycle. That's going to head to that Four of Wands and Ten of Pentacles. It's up to you to use your discernment just to know which group you fall into, right? You can sort of tell if the person is, is on board or not. I think that will be made clear relatively soon, right? Oops. Yeah, Three of Wands, there's gathering momentum. Yeah, this Three of Wands, it's right before that Four of Wands. This is where you are, or you want to take that next step. You want to take that next step. All right? Cards are lively today. Oh. Let's see. Shuffle a bit there. Okay. Alright. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Five of Pentacles. I'm not surprised to see this. Like I said, I think some of you are feeling this way now, in that Seven of Pentacles. That waiting has some of you feeling out in the cold, right? Yeah, you're waiting. I just said it, this is you waiting to take that next step. It has some of you feeling, I think most of you feeling out in the cold, right? And here's what you're waiting for, the Hierophant. Another one of the marriage cards. It's a higher level of commitment, right? You want to go from this feeling of not being as connected as you want to be, feeling a bit out in the cold, right? Waiting for your ships to come in, right? This Hierophant, right? Marriage. Yeah, there's going to be some conflict here. And the resolution of this conflict, I think, is going to determine where this goes. And this is kind of an ugly card. I don't like it in relationship reading. So be careful, Capricorn, right? This can be a card of winning at all costs. Don't want this marriage so much that you'd be willing to do anything to get it, right? I think that might be the message, because like I said, that marriage energy came through very strong, and I was surprised when I saw the negative cards underneath it, and I think I understand why now. I think this message is here for someone who wants this very badly. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? But when it gets to a place where you're willing to do almost anything to get that, right? You have to be careful, right? You have to be careful. It can derail the thing you want, right? So that seven of pentacles, if you feel like you've waited too long and you don't want to wait anymore, I don't know that pushing harder and getting into this five of swords, I have to get my way energy is the way to do it. And again, take this as it resonates, right? I'm not sure which side of the energy you're on. If you're the one who wants to get married, if you're the one who's unsure, or even if you're on the outside looking in, you know, waiting to see how this plays out for someone you're connected to, right? Yeah, this death energy is going to come in to create a huge change, right? A huge change. It's going to sweep out, I think, the uncertainty. For sure, death is a very decisive energy, right? It's going to sweep out the uncertainty. And underneath it here we have, there's the wife card, Queen of Pentacles, right? I think this Five of Swords is unnecessary and is the most important card that has come out, right? If you feel like you're in a Five of Pentacles, I don't think the Five of Swords energy is going to fix that, right? I just don't. Yeah, there's your success with the Queen of Pentacles. It's like I said, yeah, this energy is here. Reconciliation with the Three of Success here with the Sun, warmth, happiness, happiest card in the deck, right? Reconciliation, coming together, emotions flowing, Three of Cups, celebration, and Two of Cups, right? Soulmate card, right? Coming together. So I think what I'm picking up more on is that someone is in a rough patch in their connection, and the way that is handled is going to determine the outcome, right? It's going to determine the outcome. Some of you will get through this Five of Swords energy if you try it. I wouldn't. I think others of you aren't, right? I think this is also a bit of a gut check on your maybe compatibility with that person, right? If you're having to be forcing somebody's hand, I don't know if that's the best way to go into this marriage energy, right? But death is here, right? And it is saying that this wife energy, this spouse energy does come in, right? For some of you, it's going to mean everything changes. It's a completely new connection, a completely new person, right? For others of you, it's going to completely overhaul your connection, right? Yeah, this Five of Swords and death are very important. I'm going to cut the deck and pull the reading. This is so interesting, Capricorn. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So the star is here. Healing, right? Yeah. That's really what I'm getting off of this card. Just an energy of things feeling better, of things settling down, of someone kind of the prickliness, the irritation, that aggression that can come off of that Five of Swords. It's not here anymore, right? It's not here. Judgment is though, right? This idea of a second chance of redemption. Right? So remember I said, that Five of Pentacles, that feeling of separation, it needs to be addressed. I think this is what it means, right? Those things that are negative feeling, that are bringing you down, that are maybe you don't want to look at, right? It's time to bring them to the surface and address them and allow them to be judged and to be dealt with, right? And to be honest about what's happening in your connection, right? It's a card of redemption. It's also a card of second chances, right? So yeah, this healing energy is here. High Priestess. Yeah, High Priestess is here. This idea of intuition, right? whenever the High Priestess shows up with these kinds of other major arcana energies about learning and healing and growing, it's telling me that it needs to be internal, right? It needs to happen inside of someone, right? Yeah, this Ace of Cups needs to be I think, kind of protected and not shared fully until this work is done. Yeah, I think before you go into this, right, you need to do a bit of this work. Yeah, so you can love unconditionally. There's a bit of a I don't know, almost controlling energy coming off of that Five of Swords that I didn't like. It's very opposite to this Queen of Cups who gives love unconditionally, um, receives love without a feeling of, without those feelings of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like everyone needs reciprocity in their commitments, in their relationships, right? But you can't keep a ledger, right? It can't be transactional, right? So, yeah, there's that Ten of Swords lurking, though, right? This energy of something not going quite right. It's still here, right? It's still lurking, right? I don't think it's as much of a threat, right? But it is lurking. Okay, so the Star is the overall energy, right? Let's pull this reading, right? And hope this healing can influence what's coming out, right? Okay, what's the energy in Capricorn's connection with their person? And man, it comes back. It's here, right? This idea of a perspective change being needed, right? That gut check I talked about of, what do I want? Am I really compatible with this person? How am I going to approach this feeling of difficulty in this connection, right? Take some time out and look at things from a different angle, right? How is Capricorn's person behaving in the 3D? Very interesting. Tower, right? So something big has happened, something big has shifted. This person feels as if everything's coming crashing down, right? It's unclear why that is, right? It's unclear why that is. I think it's probably likely tied to that Five of Swords energy in some way. There's something happening that has completely destabilized this person in the 3D. And we're pulling on, this connection. Yeah, something has gone not the way somebody expected, and that's an understatement, right? What's happening in Capricorn's person's soul? Yeah, this is why that marriage energy was so strong, right? This Four of Wands. This person wants this, right? This person wants this, and something is derailing the stability that they feel inside themselves, right? Something is happening in the 3D that's very strongly at odds with this and is a threat to completely destroy it, right? Towers are destructive. They don't have to be bad, right? But they do pull down things that are not built on good foundations, right? What's the hidden message from the universe? The Emperor. Very interesting. Remember I said that there's a bit of a controlling vibe that was coming through? Yeah. This might be that Emperor energy that's not quite in balance and needs to be put through this Hanged Man kind of cycle. Remember that gender is immaterial, right? Like, don't be so, be careful of wanting too much control, right? And of needing everything to go exactly the way you want it to. It causes towers, right? It causes towers. What's the potential final outcome? Justice. So I don't know what this means, right? I want it to mean balance. I want it to mean equilibrium being maintained. It's being read with the tower. So, maybe in the aftermath of looking at it and clearing up the rubble, that's where you find equilibrium. But, it's also kind of the opposite of that marriage energy, right? It's a card of divorce and separation sometimes, right? So I am going to extend this Capricorn because I do think there's a bit more here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to revise that because I don't think I need to look at everything or as much as I usually do in extended. I think the important card here is the Tower, right? I'm going to look at the Tower. There's a hangman at the bottom of this mini deck. Yeah, so this is the right deck to choose. Energy's connected. I'm going to look at this Tower, figure out what happened here, right? I think that can sum things up, right? That can sum things up. So what's happening with this tower? What's this tower about? What's this tower about? What's this tower about? Why is the tower here? Why is the tower here, please? Alright, so there's that Three of Wands I talked about, right? That's where you are, right before that Four of Wands, wanting to take this step, right? But it just jumps right to a cycle closing. And you can see how a tower striking there could cause that. And it's here with the Hermit, right? It's a card of isolation, right? You're looking forward, wanting to head towards union here with this Four of Wands, right? Instead, it's the cycle closing out and separation being here, right? The Hermit's a card of wisdom, so no matter what happens here, hopefully someone will learn from it. But yeah, this tower is, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's destabilizing in the real world here with this Two of Pentacles. What's under here? Yeah, it's destabilizing a very powerful connection, right? The Six of Cups should be stable. It's more soulmate energy. This Four of Wands it's a soulmate card as well. This is being destabilized. Yeah, the Knight of Swords, those cutting words, right? Now Five of Swords, and going a bit too far when you speak sometimes. That's what's here. Look what's here, the Five of Swords. Followed up by that death energy. It's exactly what I said. Someone is running the risk of trying to force this, right? And it's going to cause a tower, and it's going to strike a tower that almost like burns everything down, right? So take this as it resonates. I know it's not the kind of message most people want to hear, but it's what's here, right? It's what's here. Yeah, this justice is going to be that divorce energy if somebody doesn't, I don't know, handle this correctly, right? Pull back on this Emperor energy, right? Allow this star energy of healing, and it's a much gentler energy, right? It's tied back to this, this Four of Wands here, that hope that you have, right? It's gone to a very harsh and demanding place that doesn't fit in with this Four of Wands. That's in your person's soul. It's what they want, right? This is a kind of demanding, harsh energy. This Knight of Swords and this Five of Swords are coming through to me as almost cruel, right? Someone is speaking carelessly here, right? I don't know how this resonates. I hope no one here is being treated this way or that they're treating someone this way, right? It's what's causing this tower, right? It's going to upend things. It's going to burn down this Four of Wands. The hope for this Four of Wands. If this course is not corrected, right? Yeah, because one other way of reading this Hangman is that someone's perspective on this Four of Wands has changed or is changing, is at risk of changing. Right, so this is a heads up and a warning for someone to be very careful about the way they approach trying to come into union with somebody they believe might be, I don't know, to inflame a soulmate, something, right? Those words have caused the tower, right? Or will or might cause a tower. Timing is hard to pick up here. Hopefully for some of you, this is a heads up. We're early enough in this that you can get around it, right? Yeah. This justice can either be balanced or like a split, right? It's leaning heavily towards it being a split now, right? And it's to do with this domineering emperor who's just trying to get their own way. Okay. That's the message. Thanks so much for watching. If you are on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm new to the platform and I appreciate any support you can give, including just being here watching. Thanks again, and I'll be back soon with more messages.